And the camera's over here. Oh. Hello. It's
You're telling me I have to look at the camera.
The camera's over here.
Yes, I get that.
Well, look at my finger. Woo! Okay. So anyway, today's day 29 of SSS Veda, and this is my sister.
In the house.
Sister. Wait a minute. Look. Here we go.
In the house.
Woo!
Oh, that was
no. That didn't make sense. No, it was scissors and paper that we did before. All right, no, none of it's good. None of it's good. We're going to cut it all out. Should I say what your name is? Oh, I've said it before. Nettie. Her name's Nettie.
In the house.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm the older one.
She's way older.
Shut up. It's
you
only
were just saying many months.
No, it's only many months, 18 months. I don't know what to say.
Well, what do you want?
So, oh, wait a minute. So, I flew down here, and boy, are my arms killing me. No, I flew down here to Texas. And it was a nightmare, first of all, because maybe people don't want to know about this stuff.
Just do it.
I can cut out whatever I want. You know that? Like, I can cut this whole thing out right now. I could pick your nose.
Are you threatening? Don't pick my nose.
Okay. So, no, so I get on the air. So we get to the first. Listen, I went on the Philadelphia airport. I've had some Xanax today. I had to have.
This is so much fun.
I've had to have some Xanax today because things were not going my way at the airports. Anyway, I already had my ticket. I already had my seat, which for some reason people don't pick their seat before they get there. I don't know why.
That's probably good. I mean, if everyone was picking their seat.
Well, then they'd have a seat on the airplane.
Never mind.
Well, so first of all, they already get back in frame. They already overbooked the flight. And then something happened to the plane, so we had to get a smaller plane. So they had to take a whole lot of people off. They were taking volunteers.
Whole lot.
And I was stressed. It was stressing me out.
Really
I was getting, my anxiety was really bad.
Xanax level stress. I'm just trying to add to you.
It's like over, I'll let you talk in a minute.
I'm sorry.
Listen, shh, tone it down.
This is what you're doing.
This is what I want you to do. Anyway, name that movie. Not you. No, them. It's a contest. You win bragging rights. You're as cool as us. So anyway, I get in my seat and I'm like, I had so much anxiety. I was shaken by that point. And the place is filling up, it's filling up. So I take my anxiety medicine, and this lady comes up and she's like, oh, I think that's my seat. And I said, wait, I have 17F. And she said, oh, that's row 18. So not only do I have anxiety,
but she picked someone else's seat.
But I picked that's what happens. You know, sometimes you gotta pick somebody else's seat. Then we get into Dallas Fort Worth Airport, which is usually very lovely. It's huge, but it's lovely.
That's what she said.
It's what she said. And it was crazy. We got there late. A bunch of us missed our connecting flights. You just make weird faces. You look like Vanna White. You're like
hey.
You should be doing this. Anyway. First letter is S. I don't know. Don't look at me, no. You look at the camera.
But you're talking. Why would I look at the camera?
Should we look straight at each other like this? Wait a minute. What if we just use our eyes to the side? This is going to be the silliest video ever.
I
love it. Okay, it's like we're little kids. So we were late getting into the airport. When we pulled in, they already had begun loading? They had already begun, shoving people on the next flight. What do they call it? When you can board. They've already begun boarding the next flight. And not just for me, but for other people, people that were on other flights, not my flight, other flights. And I have to be pushed on a wheelchair between things, because guess what? Especially my ankle was out of commission today. So the guy gets me on a wheelchair, he pulls me up to the top, and he's like, oh, they changed your flight. You're going to go on a later flight. So I'm putting you over here, and I'm going to take this other guy so I can see if I can get him to his flight. So I waited there, I don't know, 20 minutes. And then the guy comes back, and he's like, he hands me off to this guy that instead of having a wheelchair, he's got one of them big carts. You're making me nervous with that picture. You're like, go like, I know, oh my God, that's terrible.
That's awful.
Pretend we're in a movie theater. You know how you talk to the movie theater and you're like, oh, heck no.
Hey.
Oh, come on now, don't be going in there. Anyway, we are not having that. Let me tell you. So anyway, they put me on them little trolleys where there's a guy driving and there's like 8 of yous on there, right? And he's stopping, he's picking up people wherever he goes. He's just stopping, he's like a freaking bus driver. He stops somewhere, he's like, hey, baby, you need to go where you need to go. And he knows everybody in the freaking place. We're stopping everywhere. We stop everywhere till he's got the place full, he's got the thing filled up. Then he's still stopping places talking to people. Then he drops us off somewhere, hands us off to another guy in a different set of carts. A different cart, we go in a completely another direction. Then that guy hands us off to a guy in another set of carts. Now I have to tell you about something. Yeah, tell it, sister. First of all, okay, I can understand everything's a little crazy because I think the Houston airport was down and who knows what's going on. But I have been told before, because I've had to be pushed on a wheelchair through these places before, I tried to tip. I tried to tip the people. I tried to tip them in Texas at this airport last time, and I tried to tip them in Philly. And both times I was told they're not to be tipped. Not to be tipped.
Okay.
Which I was like, fine. I said, you can't even take this? He says no. Both places told me that. This time I go, and there's this lovely older Spanish-speaking couple. And every person that we get handed off to, they're giving money. They're giving money to the guy. So I'm trying to tell them, like, well, I said, habla English? And like, no, Espanol, like, only Espanol. I only know a little bit of Spanish, so I couldn't tell them.
English.
No, they didn't habla. So I tried really hard because I felt bad for them because I thought, well, and then at one point I thought, I look like the freaking cheapskate here because
no dinero, no dinero.
They're tipping everybody and I'm tipping nobody. But I didn't know what to say. I wanted them to know. I was like, they should. Did you ever have to tip? Oh, you don't get pushed in a wheelchair. Have any of you ever been told, no, you're not supposed to tip the people with the wheelchair? Because I was told, and even by a supervisor, listen, if you can't get to the gate by yourself, somebody needs to push you, you are not given a tip. These people do not get tips. They are getting paid by the hour. This is their only job. This is all they do.
I think that's right. I don't think you tip them.
Yeah. I felt bad for that couple. Plus I felt bad for me because I thought I looked like a cheapskate. But I was like, I ain't gonna tip. I've been told before. I've been told twice. Don't tip.
No, you know who should feel bad is the dude that was taking their money.
The dude taking the money.
Because he knew better.
That's why he's so friendly.
No integrity.
That's why he's picking up people at every stop he goes to.
Everybody up
he's like, that one looks like they're gonna tip me.
They got the dinero.
Okay. But I'll tell you something about this guy. He spoke like 5 languages.
Oh, wow. Maybe he should be.
I heard him speak English. Spanish, and Arabic. And he told the other people he could speak 3 other languages. I don't remember which ones he said. Because they're like, they asked him, habla español, and he said, habla blah, 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 blah. Like he listed a whole thing, and then I heard him talking to other people in Arabic, and he was talking to me in English, and I was like, this dude, why is he driving a cart? I am so off the tangent right now. I'm on a tangent.
This is funny, though.
Listen, we are here in beautiful downtown Texas.
Central Texas. There's downtown Texas?
No, I was making it sound like a city.
Oh, okay. Don't tell him.
And we got a house full of animals here, which I will introduce to you to on another day because there's far too much excitement. Well, did I tell you I had to take Xanax?
She took Xanax. It was a Xanax-induced
I fell asleep. I fell asleep during the flight, and I kept dropping my water bottle. I don't know where my water bottle is. I think I must have hit the guy behind me with it.
I think the tip-taking guy stole your bottle.
No, that guy was after I lost my water bottle.
You should have asked him to buy you a bottle of water with some of the chips.
¿Dónde está is it el agua?
¿Dónde
está el baño por le agua?
Bathroom.
I know what it is.
Why would you get water out of the bathroom?
Because I know there's some water up in there. I know a couple
Up
things.
in there, up in there.
Up in there.
Up in there,
Up in there.
Up in the baño.
We sound like we're drunk. Okay, we should end this.
Well, you seem
Listen.
like you are.
We love all you guys, especially her. She doesn't know anybody, so she loves all
love
of you
all,
guys.
yes.
All of you. And I hope to talk to you soon.